Fareham Musical Society are putting on a production of Annie, and here to talk about it are two of the Annies and Graham Clements from the Fareham Musical Society. So thank you all very much for coming in. We've got Eleanor, Graham and Lottie. So why are there two Annies? I'm so confused.
Well, because there's going to be 6 nights, so it's a bit, and there's also band call, tech rehearsal and dress rehearsal, and it's going to be a bit hard if just one of us did all of them, and it'll be a bit
Okay,
So
too much.
so you're splitting the role of Annie into two. And how are you enjoying being Annie? What's it like, Eleanor?
I'm really enjoying it. I think it's really fun.
What do you like about her as a character?
I think she's a really fun character and she's very strong, like she has very strong personality.
Yeah, and do you have a strong personality as well?
Your face! I feel henpecked, and I've only been spent the last hour with them.
Graham, you're sitting, yes, in the middle of these two girls. What's it like putting on Annie, working with wonderful children?
Yes, oh yes, it's really good. It's very, cause I'm playing Daddy Warbucks.
Yes.
So I get to sort of act against these two, most of the second act and some of the first act as well. It's quite interesting though, on a serious note for a moment, it's quite funny because every actor, even though they're children or young people, play it slightly differently. So one night I'll be performing with Lottie, who has a slight different way of,
All right, got your own take on it.
Absolutely. and Eleanor plays it slightly differently, so it's quite interesting for me because it's. I think that's interesting.
So, what's your take on it then?
I think she's very lively, but she doesn't really know much about the outside world because she's been in an orphanage for 11 years. But my take on it is that she's just really warm, and she doesn't know anything, and she's just really excited to leave the orphanage, and I think she's really out there.
Yeah. And what's your favourite bit about this whole playing Annie and doing it? What's the best bit?
I like playing around with the different scenes, because some scenes she's all happy and some scenes she has to be really emotional. So I like kind of getting the character and sort of playing around with it a bit and just
Good.
out with different ways.
You sound like such professionals. Do you act a lot? Is this
I do outside, but I don't really do many shows like Annie.
Oh. This is pretty exciting then, isn't it? Yeah. What about you, Eleanor?
I've really enjoyed it. I think one of the main points I've liked is working with all the adults, because I've been part of their youth theatre group and that's just with children, but it's been really exciting to work with adults as well.
What is it? Do they challenge you differently? What is it about working with adults?
Well, I just like it with them. I think it just feels a lot different because it's normally just me and Lottie with them, so it just feels a lot different to being around with just children.
They're both members of our youth group.
All right, tell us a bit about that.
Well, it's been over two years, I think, now. They do about 3 shows a year, but it's obviously all children. But they put on Honk last year, which was nominated for an award, which is a terrific show. And then we do compilation shows, and we're doing Elf later this year. Elf later this year, which will be really good. But yeah, as I say, in an environment with all children, it's quite different to when you've got 30 adults, and they're the only 2 children a lot of the time.
Because some of them, I find it quite intimidating, because some of the rehearsals, it's like all these adults, and it's like, oh my God, we have to sing in front of them.
Not too scary. How do you fit it in around school and everything?
Well, the rehearsals are after school, so they're on Tuesdays and Thursdays, normally till about. The latest rehearsals are from 7:30 till about 9:45, but sometimes, because the children normally, the orphans and us, sometimes do 7:30 till 8:30.
Okay, so it's all after school, so you've got time and your homework isn't suffering too badly.
No.
And some Sundays.
Yeah, some Sundays is the orphan rehearsals.
It never ends.
But sometimes me and Eleanor stay longer, so we do the orphan rehearsals and then we stay longer with the adults to do it.
Yeah, so you've got a lot of different things to learn.
Yeah.
How are you remembering all your parts?
Well, it was quite challenging at first. I kept on forgetting the lines, but I think now we've done it so many times, it's kind of just stuck in my brain to remember.
And Graham, just remind us, when is Annie on and how can people see it?
It's on March 14th, which is a Tuesday. We open on a Tuesday to March the 18th, which is a Saturday. There is a Saturday matinee, but it's already sold out. So it's only the evening performances that are available now at Ferneham Hall, 7:30 start. And buy the tickets from box office Ferneham Hall.
And what's it like? Because I think Annie has such big songs, and some people, these are their favourite musical songs of all time.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's quite a big challenge to make sure that your performance really lives up to that. How are you doing it?
That's why we take it so seriously, because an audience has an expectation, and they come to see. A lot of people come to see the film on stage, which is very difficult to emulate. But you know, it is very serious, and if they've got extra rehearsals, we've had extra rehearsals on the bits that we've had to do, and the whole, you know, Lottie obviously spoke to you about the character of Annie and so on, and it is quite deep and important because the audience have an expectation, and they're paying good money to come and see a show, so we can't let them down.
Absolutely not. Well, I wish you three the best of luck in your rehearsals and, of course, with the shows as well. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and speak to me.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Thanks.